So I think I've showed you nothing about where I'm working this week. So it's a library, so it's really quiet and I can't really make any noise. Okay, there's no one. So first of all, get here in the morning and I close this. Wait, I need this actually. Then I close this. Oh, look at this, look at this. I don't know, I've never seen this in my life before. Basically, I don't know exactly what it is. And basically it's supposed to clean your shoes. So you just press this button with your foot and it turns on, and there's like 3 different spinning things that you put your shoe under and it kind of cleans your shoe. Well, I don't know if it really works, but come on, switch off. Here's the actual place. I hope they don't mind me filming here. This is the outside where I just walked before. They've got this little cool thing over here. There's the reception. There's a bar on the right, just behind this wall, and then you go upstairs over here. Basically, there you go. There's like 3 floors and a lift, but I always kind of walk. Here we are. We get to the 3rd floor, which is usually where I go and sit. Luckily, there's no one, or this would have been pretty awkward showing the camera in their face. And then we just find a place to sit, like here. So this evening, before we go out to our club, we've come to the top of this mountain. It's a little mountain, and there's the 3 crosses. And from here you can see the whole of Vilnius. You can come during the day, but the night is really nice because you know, it's more peaceful. You see all the lights and stuff. A few of my friends have already been here. I had never before, good.
So guys, now we are in Gedimino Street, the central street of Vilnius, and Mart is there. And now we go at the hotel. They are going in a disco pub. It's called Cocaine, but today is late and we go editing photos and videos. Bye.
You tell me, what is the only reason for a bus stop shelter? Exactly. Hello?
Appunto usciamo a vedere.
The guy you just saw is basically the person who we talked to, because basically here at the Huawei Tower, as you can see up there, and they have offices here, so we tried to get in. We asked if we could go in and have a look at the offices. You know, I don't think we're allowed, but we took our chances, and apparently we can't. And he said it's a really small office, so it's not really worth it to go. He thought we were going to go on an internship there, but we just wanted to visit the office, but it's not happening today. We'll see if we maybe try again in the next days. Past midnight, we're here with my usual friend Federico.
Hi guys.
Which I actually never presented, so that's that. And we've grabbed, we've grabbed something to eat. If you wanna open it, we'll see what's inside. There we go. So we've got some chicken nuggets and some fries.
They didn't give us the sauce actually.
We did ask for sauce, didn't we?
No, they didn't.
We didn't. Did they give us? They didn't give us the. We did ask for it before.
Yeah, but they didn't give us.
Exactly. Okay, well, we're gonna go and get some sauce then. So lads, today we are trying out what are known as dumplings, which are basically typical traditional food that they eat over here. So what it is basically, it's potatoes, it's got some meat in it, I'm not entirely sure, haven't tried it yet, and it's got like this sour cream. So yeah, I thought I'd try it out and let's see how it tastes. So we'll cut a bit over here. As you can see, it's got meat inside. Ooh. It breaks quite easily, and we'll take some of this. I hope it's not too warm. That's good. I'm not a big fan of the sour cream, but it's good. So we come to the top of this tower, which is a bell tower. What I was listening to before wasn't my headphones, it was just recorded voices that explained. There's some stories recorded so you can understand better about, you know, what was going on here when they still used to use it. And I always like those history kind of things, so I listened to all of them except for one that doesn't work. Really cool thing is that you get, I just showed you, a really good view of the city, which you can't get from anywhere else. Basically, it looks a lot better from up here, especially like all the different colored rooftops. I think are really good looking. Unfortunately, it's a rainy day, but you don't get many good ones over here. Oh! Sta scendendo! Oh! Porca troia! Frena! Oh! Look at this geezer, look, at the McDonald's. What's Other than that, so I was saying we just played some HTC Vive, which is the VR basically, virtual reality. I only played, as I was saying, some Oculus Rift like 2 or 3 years ago, and it's like stepped up a lot. At the moment, you can actually play games, whilst before I remember it was like just videos where you could, you know, I was on a roller coaster, do things like that. So it was just pre-made. Whilst now you can interact the thing, you can shoot, and all of these sort of things. The only problem that I see with it is that like I could play video games with a controller in my hand, sitting down for hours on end. Whilst with that, I don't think I'd last more than an hour or something. Like, imagine just, you know, standing there for a few hours. I don't see it happening, even because your head starts to ache or something. So that's the only deal, you know, problem, I think. she must just wear orange clothes. Some of our friends have gone out to play, and we just basically decided to go around in the city. We're in one of these clubs where we usually go out in the evening, and we've come here and there's absolutely no one. Like, everything is closed and they leave the doors open. Like, all the front door is open, so we came in. It's obviously completely different to what we see during, you know, when it's active. That's really bizarre. Like, everything is open. It's like, look, I just can go in whenever I want and there's no one. Ok, sì, dovremmo essere test numero 1. Arrivo. Aspetta, è questo.
Non ce l'hai fatta?
Sentite il lituano, cacchio vedo, il programma lituano.
Quella notte Benjamin non riusciva a dormire.
Has come to leave my office forever. There is the library where I've been working for 2 weeks now. I'm a bit in a rush today because we've got a meeting now to like give all these sheets of paper which our tutors had to sign, and a mess. This morning's been so annoying because they're so unorganized. It's incredible, and I was awake till 2 AM last night filling in all these sheets of paper, and this morning I found out that I have to basically redo everything again, because with the problem that I was in 2 different companies, it's too long to explain, but it's just, I don't know, I'm a bit disappointed by that, but I'll carry on. Last day of our Erasmus. I'm going to collect some you know, signatures that I need for what I was talking about yesterday. Yeah, so we're leaving like 2 o'clock. We have to get out of the hotel, and we've got our flight like nearly at 10 o'clock PM. So we get home like 2, no actually later, 3, 4 in the morning, which is a bit uncomfortable. It looks like when you leave there's always the sun. So when we arrived it was, you know, raining and everything. Now it's been 2 days, which have been the 2 best days since we've been here. Okay, so I'm walking all the way back to the hotel. I'm going back and forth like for the 4th time this morning already. Look how many sheets of paper I have to bring with me, because like when you need the bus, no, it's never there. 20 minutes for a bus when I had to come here, and now they have to leave, so I have to, you know, it's quicker to walk. Finally, after lots of back and forwards, I can finally rest. And what is the one thing you have to do the last day you're here in Vilnius, right? Obviously go and eat some KFC. So I haven't had this in a while since I've been to London. So that's a treat. So I want to quickly run you through what, you know, how this works. So basically what we have done is collected, as I said last week, all these bottles, right? There's so many. So we bought some stuff. First of all, we bought this, which basically it's 2 different tubes, one inside the other. And then we've got, you can't really see it from here. If I go around here, there you go, you can see there's a little string, which is the one they use for fishing, so it's transparent, really small, it's not noticeable at all, and that is wrapped around the tube on the back, and it goes inside here, which I'm not going to open too much because we prepared something different. So how it worked yesterday was that I was in here, and this string was a lot longer, and I just pulled it down with my hand. Whilst today we're not gonna have the reaction. We're gonna leave it there for someone who's gonna come and clean. So it's basically attached to the little door, and hopefully it'll work. We will never know really. So that's basically how that worked. So week number 3 is becoming really long, I think, and I just made it longer by saying that. That basically because we've got 2 or 3 days in week that theoretically would be week number 4. We were planning it for a bit, like through the whole 3 week. We were like, what are we gonna do with these bottles? What are we gonna do with these bottles? Like we literally casually started, you know, putting 2 or 3 down, and then slowly it just filled up. And then yeah, yesterday before, you know, after dinner, it took us like 2 hours because we had to try stuff. At the beginning we had the bottle attached, but the string kept breaking. It took us like 2 hours of planning and creating and testing, but it worked out in the end, didn't it? So we're at the airport. You didn't really get to see much of my group, so what I'm gonna do is show you one by one who is with me, except for a couple which you've already seen. So starting off, we have our tutor. Look at his style. Then we have Manuel.
Hey.
He is like he does everything for us. Hi. Mattia. Then we go over here, good old friend Manuel. Then we have the intellectual one.
Here.
Then we have.
Hi everybody.
There we go. That's like his signature song for the whole holiday. We have Ornella.
Hello.
Hello
Bogdan.
guys.
And to finish off,
Hi.
we have Alessia. So, we're missing someone, aren't we? It's probably like something like 2 o'clock or something. I can't hear anything because for some reason after the plane, can't hear anything. Look at me, I'm a mess. My hair, the bus is like so uncomfortable. You know that when you like semi-sleep, you kind of are sleeping but you're not sleeping because it's too noisy or too uncomfortable. Can't wait to get home. The journey is such annoying, but it's probably gonna take another few hours. I don't really know what time it is because I forgot my phone now. I had to stop recording because apparently it's not okay to film myself. But yeah, now we're gonna go back. It's 20 past 2 in the morning, and the driver already arrived late, and he has to like stop because he's got his hours. I don't know, it's a bit ridiculous. So yeah, finally made it home. It's 5:30 in the morning, and finally having a plate of pasta for 3 weeks without eating it, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, that's basically it. That is the end of these 3 weeks of my Erasmus. It was incredible, very unique and exciting experience. I hope you enjoyed. If you stuck till the end, I appreciate that. If you missed any of the episodes, just going back, there's 3 weeks of it. They're on my channel, uploaded, and yeah, that's pretty much it. It's gonna wrap it up, and see you guys next time out. Bye!